Got lots of comments already. Good morning, Mimi. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Eileen. How is everyone doing today? Oh, we're talking about crochet stitches. All right. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Sally. I have been working on trivia questions for next week, Thursday. And so far, the categories I have are ones you guys asked for. Hi, Tink, sis. How are you, honey? Oh, the baby just woke up. I have weird laws, like you guys asked for. I have gemstones, country music, Disney, fairy tales, and cartoons. And I'm working on the reality TV ones. Good morning, Becca. So I will have the trivia questions finished by the end of today. I have another question for you all. Monday is the new stitches out of the Crochet Stitch Dictionary. We have the crossed single crochet and the double crochet chevrons. I will teach those stitches on Monday, but do you guys want to continue with learning new stitches? Or I have had a couple people ask to do a lap blanket make along where each week we will do a different stitch and make a lap blanket. Or I've had a request to do a poncho, an easy poncho crochet along. So it's up to you guys. We can continue doing 2 new stitches on Mondays, or we can make either a lap blanket or a poncho, or we can do both, but we'll do them 1 week at a time of making one or the other. Tank says a lap blanket. And we'll just do it with simple stitches like iris stitch, a shell stitch, maybe this new one that I'm working on. This is the Solid Waves stitch by Bago de Crystal, and I'm just using it to make a scarf. It's really easy, super pretty. But I figured if we want to do a lap blanket, we could do a lap gan and do a different stitch each week until we have it the size everybody would like for a lap blanket. So it's looking like a lap blanket would be the vote so far. Eileen wants to do a poncho. It looks like you're outvoted right now, Eileen. We can do a poncho though as well, but with it being hot right now, a sample stitch lap blanket. I like that idea too. All right, we'll do that then. So after I teach the stitches on Monday, we'll go ahead and we'll pick some stitches to do a make along lap blanket. Each week we will do a new stitch. Oh, okay. I think that sounds like fun. We'll just do a stitch sampler of lap blanket. Oh, you're making a poncho for your son? I've not yet made a poncho. I've made tons of shawls, and I'm about shawled out. I've made so many the last few weeks. I have given one away. I have Also made one for my sister. I made one for my mom. I made a couple for myself. I just finished another one that was really big with 3 colors. Tank, you're making a boho poncho right now. See, I want to make one, and I thought maybe that's something we can do together, but we'll do a lap blanket first with different stitches. I think that sounds more fun, and they're more convenient to use. Hi, Marianne. Oh, a granny square poncho. That sounds fun too. Yeah, Tank, I know that's normally all you do is shawls, but yours are beautiful. And I know you and I still need to figure out one to make so that we can use your colorway of yarn that you got. Oh, wow. That is awesome, Mary Ann. Yep, I've never made one either, and it is on my to-do list of making a poncho. I do want to make one. And I know last night, I think it was you, Eileen, that asked if I could ask questions about you guys. And I am going to throw some questions in for you guys to answer for me so that I can get to know you. Okay, Tank, I'll look in there. Yeah, you did, Eileen, and I remembered that. So yes, I will throw some questions in to ask you guys, and you guys can answer questions for me on Trivia Thursday next week. I just think it would be fun for me to get to know you guys a little bit better as well. Hello, Zach. How are you? Are you working today? I know Zach and I need to get together too. He had asked me to join him on his panel. And Monday, the 20th, I will be joining Shannon, Art Junkie, on her panel. Oh, that would be a good idea, Michelle. You and Eileen making one together. Oh, you don't start till 4 today, Zach? Good. You get to rest up a little bit and take it easy. Yeah, I was gonna make a scarf out of the mix and match stitches that Crystal from Bago Day put up. That she's gonna start a new series of mix and match. But I didn't like the way the edges were coming out on the, so I switched it over to the solid waves stitch. And I think that's gonna make a pretty scarf. I like the ombre yarns. I think a lot of people are a lot alike on the YouTube streets. Ooh, a Caesar salad and sun chips. I had a turkey bacon croissant last night and put smoked turkey and bacon, lettuce, mayonnaise, cheese, all on it and for dinner last night, and that was so good with some cheddar and sour cream chips. Are any of you guys, I know Eileen's got bad weather. She had some bad storms go through last night and she said it was pitch black there still this morning. Is anybody else having severe weather still today? I know that they're starting to get reports of bad weather. The sun's trying to come out now. Good, good, Eileen. Yes, Zach, go ahead. Wow, Michelle, that, woo, that's not good. I know I was pretty worried about my family back in Michigan and Indiana. I have family in Alabama. I have some family in Tennessee, Kentucky area. And I know all of those states were getting hit very, very hard with storms and tornadoes, touchdowns. Just not good. Oh no, Zach, that's not good. Oh man. I am so sorry, you guys. Yes, definitely prayers for Cynthia. And that's pretty fun. I like her movie night that she does. That's a pretty neat thing to do. Yeah, I'm glad she didn't have no damage and she's safe. The internet can be fixed. I mean, thank goodness that's all she had to lose was the internet connection. It could have been a lot worse. I know those storms have been so damaging and I worry about everybody. Mimi, you don't have any bad weather where you're at right now, do you? Becca, your weather's like mine. It's yesterday it was 80, ended up being 81 around that and sunny all day. Today it's supposed to be 86 and sunny, and we're supposed to hit the 90s by this weekend. So June 14th will be next movie night. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that information. Hello, Rock Chick Beauty. How are you? You guys want to see another good channel, you need to check her out, Rock Chick Beauty. She does makeup and tutorials, reviews. It is in her accent. I love her accent. So check her out. She's really good. Zach, no problem. I don't mind sharing other channels' information here. I want everybody to know what's going on the YouTube streets. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, you guys check her out. I love her channel. I run her playlist for her, and I could listen to her accent all night long. I love it. Thank you, Eileen, for dropping her channel. Is that a highway tank? Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, Zach, I'm very glad too. And prayers going out to everyone that is dealing with this weather, and hope that everyone stays safe and has a safe place to go. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Yes, I've noticed my watch hours are going up a lot, so I appreciate everyone that has been running my playlist. I am just about at 1,300 or a little over 1,300 now, so I am getting there. And I was very shocked when I got up this morning and I seen that I am over 800 subscribers now. I I can't thank everybody enough. Everybody has been absolutely wonderful and so supportive. So, really, Tank? You guys are that close? Oh, how neat if you guys could meet up. Thank you, Rock Chick Beauty, for that. If anybody sees that, she's willing to swap playlist with anyone if they do need watch hours. I know I live, I think, like 6 hours from Mara and from Carrie, the Yarny Elephant. I'm about 6 hours from them. I'm about 4 hours or so from Fluffy Boots, Naomi, and Susie, softball Susie, Twisted Roots, she's about 4 to 5 hours from me. So I didn't realize how many people were that close to me. I did not know Mara was that close to me. Yeah, Zach, it would take us a while to to get to each other. I might just take you up on that, Rock Chick Beauty. I definitely will, because I'm still trying to learn a lot of stuff. Oh no, Tank, I'm sorry. Hi, Nisi. Thank you for coming in. You're 10 hours from Mara? Where are you at? Are you in Oregon, Nisi? No, you're in Montana. I lived in Bozeman, Beulah area of Montana for a while. I could be to the upper part of Idaho by Coeur d'Alene. I could be there in about 5 hours. Yep, the Dairy Gold plant. Yep. Yeah, I lived there for almost 2 years in that area, and I did not like it. And when I moved, it was the first part of June, and 2 feet of snow fell in the beginning of June. I was like, I'm glad I'm getting out of Montana. I don't want to be here anymore. So about 7 hours then. That's not too bad, Nisi. I would love to make a plan to meet up with you and spend a day. That would be fun. Oh, okay. I know where Missoula is too. That's neat. Definitely, we should do that. Hello, Billy Joe. Oh, wow. You're way over on the other side of the country over there in New York. 15 minutes. Wow. You went on live last night, Zach? I must have already been in bed. I went to bed early last night. I was born and raised in Michigan, so I was closer to everybody when I was lived back that way. Everybody needs support though, Mimi. Even if you don't have anything to run. Oh, you went live at 1 a.m. Eastern time. My goodness. Hello, Shirley. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Yeah, I was already in bed. I went to bed early last night. My son called. I talked to him for about half hour, 45 minutes, and I went to sleep after that. So I did not know. Otherwise, I would have joined you, Zach. And I look forward to tomorrow morning because Nisi does her porch talk. I love when she does porch talk. I like to watch her when she puts her porch swing on. I wished I could just sit on that porch swing and crochet out there for hours on that porch swing. I love it. You went to sleep after trivia? Yes, Tank. Tonight is Dawn Aaron's live die, and MDL Michael will be joining her on her live tonight. And he's doing his replay giveaway. So don't forget about that. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter, Michelle. You have a swing out front too, Shirley? I would love to get a porch swing. Oh no, Nisi, I'm gonna miss that. But I'll still watch the premiere about it. I love to watch your porch talk. That is so fun. On his live yesterday, Tank, he showed a new line of Joanne's yarn. There was 3 new lines of yarn that came out. And he's gonna do a replay giveaway, and you can win 3 of the new yarns that just came out from Joanne's. If you left a comment saying something about the new line, I think it was Big Twist Ray. So you'll have to look. But if you leave a comment, then tonight in Dawn Aaron's live die, he will do an announcement of who the winner is. Nisi is mountain time. Yep, which is 9 Pacific. I keep seeing this name Rudy, but I'd not seen who that is. I didn't see who it was, so hi Mary. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it was weird when I first moved out here trying to get used to the time difference because I was on Eastern time, and then coming here and it's 3 hours different. Whoa. I still don't know who Rudy is, so I didn't see the comment or anything. Yeah, we don't need that in here. Nope. I'm glad you mods are on it. Thank you for that, Tank and Eileen. You guys are great. I did put 2 pictures up for VJ too in her Friday FO post that she puts up on her Facebook group, where she puts a thread, and if you finished anything, you can leave it in there. So I did leave a picture of the blanket and the shawl I just finished. What? Oh my gosh, Zach. That's not proper. That's not, no, you don't do that to people. What? For 3,000? Where do these people think that people get money from? Do they think it just grows on trees and we can go out and pick it off the backyard tree and just hand it out to everybody? That's awful. I don't mind helping somebody if they're in desperate need, but yeah, that's no. Yeah, that should be banned. Yes, I agree. Should be banned. That you can't be doing that to people. Thank you, Tank. Yeah. I could use a few branches myself, Mimi. I have a tree out front of my bedroom window, and my granddaughter planted it, and she wanted it so bad because of the, yeah, it is. It's terrible when people do that. Like I said, I don't mind helping somebody if they're in need and I know they're in need. I will do whatever I can to help. But to just come right out and bluntly ask somebody, can I have money? No, I don't do that. But my granddaughter picked a popple, like a popple tree or like a birch tree, something like that. It's got a white trunk, but the leaves look like 50-cent pieces. And she calls it her money tree. And it's hilarious because every time it would bloom, it literally looked like 50-cent piece coins. And she would go out there and pick the leaves and bring them in. And she would tell me that the magic fairy was going to turn them into coins for her overnight if she left them under her tree or under her pillow. So I would take those leaves after she was asleep and I would put 50-cent piece coins under her pillow for her. She really thought she had a money tree out front. But when it rains, I know when it's going to rain because those leaves, they turn a different way. So I know every time it's going to rain. Yeah, I would do anything for her. I miss her dearly. I love her dearly. Yeah, I would have done anything for her. Welcome in, Canadian Family Life, and that's Tiffany. Yeah, I've got I've got the popple tree. I've got a maple tree out front in the front yard, a huge maple tree. And that thing is so messy because in the spring it those helicopters that you used to throw up when you were a kid, well that tree does that. So I have like millions of helicopters all over the front yard in the springtime. And then in the backyard I have my fruit trees. Well, I got one fruit tree left, which is my plum tree, and I don't eat them. I had to cut my two peach trees and my nectarine tree down because they got sick. But yeah, silver maple, that's what it is. I wanted a red maple, but I ended up with a silver maple. It was given to me by one of my neighbors. She had a couple of them. Oh no, you had to cut it down? Yeah, the whirlies. So that thing is so messy, and that tree is so huge. It's big. It literally the trunk is like huge, but it splits off into four great big huge trunks. And it's a beautiful tree for shade. I love it for shade, but man, fig cuttings, those would be cool to have. I've never had a fig tree. I do have I took avocado pits and put them in water like it said. You use like a paper clip so just the pit, just the bottom of the pit is touching the water. And I did it with two of them and they both grew roots. Excuse me. And Now I have an avocado tree that's about this big. And those things are so finicky. Oh man, is that a finicky tree to try to grow. But I've got two of them going. One's in dirt and one's still in water. But man, I'm fingers crossed that they will stay going. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this maple tree because like I said, the whirlies, the helicopters, they are so messy, so messy. Like I said, Marianne, I'm keeping my fingers crossed with these two avocado trees. They are very finicky. They are very hard to grow. So far, so good, but it'll take years before they give off any type of fruit. I would like to have an apple tree. A pecan tree would be nice too. Oh man, make pecan pie, pecan cinnamon rolls. Oh yeah. I should take you guys all on a field trip and show you the trees that are out front and my two avocado trees. I think I will. You guys want to go on a field trip? I'll take you on a field trip real quick. We'll go out in the front yard and I'll show you my trees out there. And it's extremely bright out here. This is the one that my granddaughter calls her money tree. And she used to take and pick all the leaves off and stick them under her pillow. And then I would tell her that, or put the 50-cent pieces underneath her pillow for her. And she really thought she had a money tree. And then this is my maple, my silver maple. See how the trunk and it just branches off? And then it goes way up there. That's my big one. And then my son got me this, and it's like some type of a weeping, I'm not sure what it is, but it's a weeping something. But it's got all new little shoots, and it grows really slow. This has been out here for about 8-9 years now, and it has not gotten very big at all. But those are all in my front yard. And then in my backyard, I have my plum trees. Or my one plum tree. And this is an old tree. This has been here almost 20 years now, this plum tree has. And it gives off tons of plums every fall. I get tons and tons of plums. So there, we went on a field trip. I took you guys around the house. Come on, puppies. My dog's like, wait a minute, you went out the front, you came in the back. Mom, what are you doing? Looked like a mountain juniper. Yeah, I'm not sure what type it was. My son worked for a tree company when he was like, I don't know, 19 years old. So yeah, it's probably older than nine years old. But the guy didn't give him his full paycheck on his last check. So he says, well, go ahead and take a couple of trees that you want. So my son took two of the most expensive trees the guy had, and he gave me one of them, which was that weeping one that I showed you. But yeah, it's... You don't need another whip? I do. I need whips. I finished all my whips I had. No, no more yucky weather. I wish I could send you guys all my weather. It's beautiful here today. When did you come in, Dawn? I didn't see you come in. We just went on a field trip. I showed everybody my trees that I got. Shirley, if you do a short, you have to use the free music that is okayed, because if you just use any music, you can get in trouble for copyright. Oh, you was washing yarn? Cotton? I know, she just kind of snuck right in. I didn't even see her come in. Yeah, I wished I still had my peach trees, because I had 2 peach trees, and then I had my nectarine tree, and they were all on the other side of my backyard to block my neighbor's view, because I don't like my neighbors next to me on, well, on either side, really. This lady that lives on this side of me, she has her daughter and her grandson living there. And I so want to call the state on that lady. The other day I was sitting out in the backyard with the dogs, and her grandson were outside. Hi Sharon, welcome in, sweetie. And he was playing. He's 6 years old now. His name is Alexander, and he was out there playing in the backyard, and he's got this little like sand water table thing for boats and sand. Well, he had the water on. Well, he shut it off, and the grandmother flipped out and just started screaming, "What the F are you doing? Who do you think you are?" And the kid's like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And she still kept laying into him. And I was just like, oh, that poor kid. And it's an everyday thing with her screaming at that little boy. And it's constant F bombs. Constant. Oh. And the mother to the child isn't much better at all. It's hot there, Dawn. Yeah, it's going to be 86 here today. Yeah, they are. They're like sneaky ninjas. Just pop right in and get you. Yeah, it is. It's awful. I do need to report it, because that poor kid does not deserve that. Because if he's not getting it from the grandmother, then he's getting it from his own mother. And the only one that does anything with him is the grandfather. But he works so much that he's hardly ever home. So, yeah. But that kid that I told you, the troublemaker across the street from me, that the cops picked him up, he's still in jail. He has not gotten out. Oh no, Sharon, what's wrong? Yeah, I agree, Michelle. And especially a kid. A kid should not have to live like that. I mean, I can't imagine the fear of what he tries to deal with on a daily basis, of feeling like walking on eggshells. What am I going to get yelled at for? What am I going to get in trouble for? If I do this, am I going to get screamed at and called names? And yeah, I feel terrible. Oh, yeah, Sharon, please take something for your headache. I know that my my other neighbor on the other side of these people, Buddy and Kathy, she has called the state several times, and it they have done nothing. And she's recorded it and turned it into the state. And why they have not taken that poor little boy out of there, or yeah, Tank, I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to bring up anything for anybody. I just, yeah, I feel that. But maybe if more people would call, maybe they would take it a little bit more serious. The state of Washington for calling the state is ridiculous here. They absolutely do nothing. Because I've had to do it for my granddaughter several times, call the state because of the conditions that she was living in when she first went to go and live back with her biological mother. It was a slap on the hand, clean it up, don't do it again, and walk away. Yeah, they don't do much here at all. The only way that they'll ever take it seriously is if like the school gets involved and calls a church or a child daycare center. That's the only way they take it seriously and will do something about it. But if a neighbor calls, even with proof, like I said, my other neighbor had recordings of her screaming and yelling and dropping the cuss words at that little boy and did absolutely nothing. Yeah, I know. I understand they want to keep families together, but when it comes to verbal and mental abuse like that on a 6-year-old child, he should not have to take that. Like I said, he probably lives in fear every day and walks on eggshells, wondering, what am I going to get in trouble for today? If I do this, am I going to get yelled at? Yeah. Yeah, schools and daycare centers, they're mandated to report it, and then the state has to do something. But for a person that lives next door to somebody and calls, it's, well, maybe they don't like their neighbor and they're just trying to get him in trouble, but I know I grew up with a lot of things in my childhood that I don't think any child should ever have to go through either, but I that's a whole different story. Yep, there is, and it's sad. Sebastian Rogers. Who's that, Eileen? And it's all over YouTube. I don't know. I haven't heard that. Yep, I agree. There's a lot of awful people in this world, and a lot of them doesn't need to. A 15-year-old autistic child who is missing. Oh no, that's not. I'm probably right there with you, Tank. Why would they be? Why would his father be cursing out YouTube creators? It's not the YouTube creators that made his child go missing. What bunkers? I know you want up on the bed. Come here. Come here to the mamas. You want to say hi? You want to say hi, old man? I say hi to everybody. Huh? Say hello, everybody. You want to lay down on Mama's lap. Oh, I see. Well, no, that's not yours. You can't have that. He's trying to take my scarf down I'm making. Yeah, this is my baby Spunky. Him's an old man. Huh. He's 13. All right, you can get up there. Lay down. My other one won't jump up on my lap. He wants to, but he won't. You love him, Eileen? I've had him since he was 3 weeks. He's my baby. Thank you. My other one is a Pamski. That's why I left Michigan. I left Michigan because of the drama, and I wanted to get away from my ex-husband. So I was like, I'm going all the way to the other side of the country. So I went from Michigan all the way to Washington State. If I didn't, I would not be here today if I didn't leave when I did. But again, that's another whole separate story that I don't want to go into. I don't think any content creators should be yelling or cussing at anybody. You don't miss Texas. Shh, it's okay. Slander, yes. Slandering somebody is a whole nother issue. Charlie, no, no. I lived in Texas for 1 year, and I was 13. I went and I lived down there with my dad for a year, and it was in the small town Tyler, which I hear now is not a very good town to be around in. But it was fun when I lived there. I had a good time when I lived there. Mimi, how far are you from Tyler, Texas? You're in Texas too, Michelle? Yeah, I agree, Shirley. Some do just for views. In the Houston area. God, there's a lot of you guys are in Texas. Wow. I would rather be where you are now, though, Tank. Those southern states are nice. Wow. Exactly, Shirley. Nope. You have no reason. Nope. Yeah, Michael is from MDL's in Texas too. Yeah. Yeah, Tennessee's beautiful. I've always wanted to live in the Tennessee, Kentucky area. North or South Carolina would even be nice. Yeah, Michael is in the Panhandle. Yeah, up in the upper area of the Panhandle. You've been to Kentucky but not Tennessee. Both of those. If I could live anywhere in the whole world, well, in the United States, it would be Tennessee or Kentucky. I love those two states. They are absolutely gorgeous. The mountains, the views, the weather. I love everything about it. Yep, absolutely. In the mountain parts, that's where I would want to be. My son's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the prices there is very high. Why they ended up going to New Mexico is beyond me, but that's where they ended up, and they love it there. Anthony, hello, honey. How are you? They got severe wind alerts though for his area today. 60-mile-an-hour winds and gusts of up to 80. And they've got warnings of dust storms and furniture flying, power outages, just all kinds of stuff down there today. Well, like I said, I'm up to reality TV for the trivia questions. I will do the 2 stitches for Monday, which is the crossed single crochet and the double crochet chevrons. And then I will pick out our first stitch for Albuquerque's where your family lived. Yeah, that's where they're at right now. I will pick out the first stitch to, well, actually, you guys can pick out the first stitch for the lap blanket make along, which we will start on Monday as well. I do not see why they could not work in a blanket, Eileen. The crossed single crochet and the double crochet chevrons. I don't see why we couldn't work those two into a blanket. We just got to make sure that the multiples will work so that the edges line up and our stitches will stay the same. As long as our multiples will work, we can do any stitch into them. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I could do that, Eileen. We could use those as the start of our blanket. However many colors you guys want to put into it. We can use solids, variegated, ombres. It's whatever you guys want. It's going to be your guys' blankets, so it's whatever you guys want to put into color-wise. However many rows you want each color to be, or if you just want to use one color, like I said, it's up to you guys. But we will definitely start on that Monday. After I teach you the 2 stitches, then we'll start the blanket. You're supposed to make order at crochet group on Tuesday for new crochet shirt. Oh. Oh man, I bet that would be beautiful to see. I'm at, hang on, I can tell you, Mary. It's okay, bunkers. I'm at, as of May 5th, it says I'm at 1,000, Charlie, 1,283 out of 3,000 watch hours. And like, YouTube's always 5 days behind. So I don't know as of what today's hours are, but as of May 5th, those were my hours. So I'm just under 1,300. You're coming up on summer, so no blankets for you. Oh, the Bitterroot Mountains would be cool to see. No. Charlie. I don't know what they're barking at. Silly dogs. No. There's nobody out there. Zip it. Get up there. Boy, they're noisy. Noisy little monsters. They're protective. They think anybody that's outside or they hear a vehicle, they think somebody's coming to get us. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you guys dizzy. Yes, exactly. I appreciate you guys running my playlist for me to get hours. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, Tank, that's awful. You had to stop it? When I was married to my ex-husband, we had 19 acres and we lived on a dead-end road. We had all woods behind our house. It was so great having that many acres. The kids, my nieces and nephews and my son, they had tree forts and trails and go-kart tracks and dirt bike tracks. It was just, I miss having that much land because I love to deer hunt. I like to be out in the nature part with my son and taking nature hikes, watching the wildlife. I do miss all that. Oh, gots to make sure the puppers are taken care of though. Mine get those little chews for flea and tick. They get the little beef flavored chewies. That's what they get. And then I've got a all natural spray that I can spray on them, and doesn't matter if they lick it or not, but it almost smells like black licorice in a way. But you just spray it on them, and you just around their ears, around their neck, and then just down their top of their back, and it keeps fleas and ticks, any type of bug away from them. And I like that stuff too. Oh, that's not good, Mimi. Oh no, Mary, I hope you feel better, hon. I'm glad I don't struggle with my migraines anymore. My doctor put me on that Neurotech ODT, and that stuff is absolutely amazing for migraines. As soon as I can feel one coming on, or I even have the slightest headache, put one of those under my tongue, it dissolves, and instant relief of a headache, migraine, anything. It's just, they're gone. Alrighty, guys. I know Miss VJ will be coming on here shortly, so we can do a raid over to That's What Mishi Takes. Oh, really? I've woken up with one and put one of those Neurotechs in, and within 5 minutes or less, it's gone. I have nothing to worry about for days. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not good, Mary. It makes them worse. Ooh. Yeah, just try to relax and rest and really, Becca, I've never heard of that. Doing live with Diana D today. Well, I've got a couple of devices, so I can watch three channels all at once. Yeah, that is old medicine for migraines. Now they've got the Neurotech, Ubrelvy, there's another one. I can't remember the name of it. Plus they do the Botox shots and apple cider vinegar in their water. Huh. I'm gonna have to try that. Just 1 tablespoon? Okay. And Mimi, yes, you need to continue resting as well. Keep your oxygen levels up, keep your blood pressure low. Try to relax as much as you can. Lots of fluids and just relax. Mary, if you can't, honey, then you can't. There's no point in you trying to suffer through it and make it worse. Migraines, I know, are awful. They can cause blindness, or temporary blindness, they can cause nausea, just all kinds of things. Stress is a big thing that brings on my migraines. Stress is the number one trigger for mine. And I always know when I'm going to get one because I always get a pain right above my left eye, right here. I'll start getting a pain. And as soon as I get that pain, I know I better take a Neurotech or get my butt in bed and sleep it off. Yes, I will definitely keep all of you guys in my thoughts and prayers. Hope you all definitely feel better. Keep your health up. Oh, hold on 1 second. Yeah. Okay, I'll take care of it. All right, bye. Sorry, my roommate just called. He had a doctor's appointment this morning. Pineapple juice helps with your migraines? Yes, Mimi, you need to keep your oxygen up, sweetie. Please keep your oxygen up. And Tank, you too. Take care of yourself. Yeah, he's okay. He just had his regular physical, yearly physical today that he had to go take care of this morning. Because he's had a double or a triple bypass surgery done. He's got stents in his neck. He's got plates in his neck, plates and rods in his back. So yeah, he has to have a yearly physical done every 6 months. So he goes twice a year to get a physical done. You gotta go Thursday to the doctor's? I go next week, Friday, the 17th, for my weight check. Ugh. I hate doing that. But if I don't, I get in trouble. I got to keep my weight up. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I appreciate you all being here and spending your time with me. I look forward to spending some time with you guys out on the YouTube streets this afternoon. There's a few channels on after me. I will be playing a few of them. Like I said, I got 3 devices. So I will be hanging out with Tank over at Diana's. I will be hanging out with VJ later on. I know there's some other people on later this afternoon. Dawn is on tonight for her live die. And Michael will be there. Then tomorrow is Dee's Creative Hands at 6. I believe it's her 4K celebration party. Sunday, Mishi is on. So it's going to be a busy weekend for everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I sure will, Tank. I will definitely let Miss VJ know. You guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep crocheting. Monday we will start our lap blanket make-along, and I will teach you the 2 stitches, and I will finish up trivia questions for next Thursday. And I thank every one of you guys for playing my playlist. I appreciate all of the support and love. I love you guys all. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys later.